No, Mum, I can't sleep. I've been thinking about that movie we watched about global warming.
Oh, don't worry about it, Alison. Yes, I know that film really upset you, Alison. But I bought this story. It's about global warming as well, but it's not a sad story this time. It's a happy one. It's about these 4 girls, just a bit older than you, called Edith, Alison, Maya and Ellie, and their adventure called Year 3 Saves the Planet.
As soon as school finished, we headed home and now have been working ever since. We've come up with our final idea. So Alison, can you explain it please?
Well, basically, our project title is Year 3 Saves the Planet, and we're trying to spread awareness in young children about global warming, so we're going to send a pack to their primary schools to try and inform them a bit more.
Have we actually written to the primary schools yet?
Yeah, I've done that. I've written a letter to a number of head teachers at different primary schools that we have contacts with.
But all this primary school stuff, it's not very high level science, is it?
But Maya, don't you see it's really important?
How are we ever supposed to save our planet unless we, e.g. normal people, understand what's going on?
Yeah, and it's best to start at a young age, like year 3 or 4, because they're young enough to not have had any previous conceptions about global warming, but they're still old enough to understand what we're talking about and to pay attention.
Yeah, plus the media already creates enough confusion. Scientists are often biased in favour of the companies they're working for, so young people just get a really mixed message from the newspapers.
Yeah, and when you speak to kids about global warming, you often get really vague ideas about things that they can do to help the environment, but they don't actually understand why these things help or what global warming actually is.
So that's basically why we're trying to send these packs out. So our ultimate aim is to distribute these packs globally to children all over the world to try and promote rational global discussions and that sort of thing.
And not just between scientists, between normal people like us.
And of course, once we've taught the children the facts, we hope that they can take this and tell it to their families.
Yeah. Oh. Hello?
Hey, it's me. Have you done the letters yet?
Oh yeah, I was just about to pack them away actually. Do you want me to read it out to you?
Oh, could you?
Okay. Wait a second. Dear Head Teacher, we are a group of 4 Year 10 Triple Science Sacred Heart students. As part of our chemistry coursework, we're currently working on a project about global warming for which we must come up with a novel idea to combat or prevent potentially disastrous changes in our environment. So how does all of this relate to you? Well, our idea for our project, as explained in our summary sheet attached, is to create an activity pack for year 3 to 4-year-olds, providing games, things to do around the house to help the environment, and simple scientific explanations as to why these things help. The idea behind it is that in order to stop global warming, we need to raise awareness and understanding about it, particularly for the young, who will be much more affected by the issue as it grows more serious. We would be very grateful if you would allow us to visit your school and distribute the pack to one class, or even just some volunteers. The pack is designed to be done at home each day after the course of 1 week and needs little explanation, so we would take very little time indeed out of your busy school day. If you're interested, please reply to me.
That's really good.
That's all. Yeah.
So you said you attached the summary sheet. Is that just about what the project is actually
Yeah,
about?
you see, I'm sure I've emailed it to you. It's just outlining the whole project and, well, basically, our idea. Okay, so bye.
Bye.
Because they wanted to give the packs a wider appeal, the girls decided to find a celebrity to endorse the project. First of all, they tried the popular girl group Girls Aloud, but they couldn't find a contact number. So then, they tried the popular boy band, McFly. They emailed them very politely. But unfortunately, after no less than 3 weeks, they still hadn't had a reply.
How rude.
So, they decided instead to make their own mascots. They asked their artistically talented friend Kathy to draw them for them. Two lovely characters, Johnny and Jira.
Okay, so we've got the first page with Year 3 Saves the Planet, then we've got a little introduction to the kids, and then we've got the colouring and the sticker chart, and every day we've got a different mission, a different scientific explanation and a different activity, depending on which room you're trying to save every day. So like this one, we've got a little word set, like crisscross word thing, the little scientific explanation of why you have to complete the mission, and at the end everyone gets a certificate.
Both St. Vincent's and Lady of Victories have agreed to do the pack.
Cool!
Soon after the Christmas holidays ended, we presented ideas to the class and we received feedback from them, our teacher Miss Large and a visitor Mr Wilkinson.
After that, we also presented them to Dr. Rosemary Cleary, who also gave us more things to work on.
Girls had to do some planning, but then a week later they went into the primary schools and handed out their packs. A week after that they came back to get some feedback from the children. All of it was very positive indeed.
In response to the feedback, we improved our pack, ready to go into the next school.
I've also got this email from Cheryl Davis, who's from L'Armenian Sacred Heart, and they also want to take part in the project. But they're actually going to, it says we're having a science week from Monday the 19th of March to Friday the 23rd of March, and it would be great if you could come in and do your project then. But that's after the competition deadline. So what we decided to do was that we do it anyway because we think it's fun and it's important. So she then sent us another email just confirming that. Hi Edith, we would love for you to come in during our science week. Yeah. And then once they had given their packs to all these different children, they entered their project into a special competition. The prize being to go to the Arctic.
Wow. Did they go?
Well, that's a whole other story. But this one's finished for now. The end.
At this opportunity, we'd like to thank all our teachers that are involved. That's Miss Large, Mr Wilkinson, Dr Cleary.
So, once they had distributed their packs far and wide to children, they entered their project into a competition. The prize being going to the Arctic on an amazing adventure.
Wow. Did they win?
Well, no.